start recording for YouTube. YouTube, thank you so much, man, for the support, and we love you guys.
Yeah.
Awesome numbers, man. We'll start the stream on Facebook. It should tell me we are go live. And I see us.
Alrighty.
I think we are live, Evan. I just want to share this to my Facebook page real quick. And we'll get show 169 going.
Ooh. 200 just around the corner.
Man, we're going to hit it. We're going to hit it. There we go. And you might be sitting there, how'd they get to show 200 already? Close to 200 already. We used to do a couple shows a week. And then we cut it back to just one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we are. I hear us. We're good to go. So happy Monday. Like I said, it is show 169. And I do not know why I cannot. Okay. I don't want to shut this. I just want to minimize. We shut that down, we're in trouble.
Don't do it.
Yeah, so we're good. Evan, I made a couple announcements over the weekend. I was sitting there, and it was kind of rainy and crappy, and I got hot last week, so I just kind of sucked up some AC and laid around the house and did some thinking, and, I'm going to start doing the Saturday preview show again. Where I just, go live 5-10 minutes and talk some smack. And then I think once a month, or however often you want to do it, I think we got to bring back Chili After Dark, where you just take the end of the show and, man, you find
pick a subject.
You pick the subject and you go full bore.
I don't know. I got something on my head, but I don't know where to go with this, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. And we don't have to do it this week. If you got something this week, we will. If you want to hold off till next week, we'll do it then.
No, I'll bring it up, but because sometimes they're time relevant, and it's like if I talk about it in a week or two, it's like, well, yeah, that's old news.
Yeah. Some of it is. Some of it is. But hope you guys had a great weekend. It was a little rainy. I was kind of lazy, and then I went out, and I did get a little fishing in this weekend. And I caught a couple bass, man, so I cannot complain. My hand smelled like fish. I drove home smelling my hand the whole time. Because that's what men do.
That's, yeah, so do you bring any home?
No, I don't keep them, dude.
No.
No, it's too much. Look, and if I was like camping or something like that, it'd be a little different. But man, cleaning fish, and then your garbage can smells like that and especially in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I hated that. I hated picking a lid off a garbage can and dumping it, and it was full of fish guts, and nah.
I've been interested in aquaponics, and I have a place in my yard where I think it'd be cool to have like a big tank where you have fish in there and you feed your fish, and then you have, you run a pump up into where your plants and you feed your plants, and
oh yeah,
all all you do is feed the fish, and you just cycle everything, and they feed your plants, and then after a while your fish get so big you catch your fish, and then you can eat them. But the whole point of the whole part of cleaning them and all that stuff, I don't really have a place that I want to dedicate to cleaning fish. If I had a nice stainless table that I could put outside to do, I don't want to do it in my garage. I've never cleaned a fish before, and so that idea probably never happened.
Nah.
But it'd be nice.
It would be
Sustainability,
yeah.
I mean, like we have chickens now, and it would be cool to have a little, fish and plants and all that stuff. But no, we'll stick to our regular garden.
Yeah. I want a garden bad. I'll have one, and I want a big one though. That's the only thing. I gotta be ready for it. And like, I don't know. I wasn't ready this year.
Mm. Yeah, you got to get on it early. We do.
Yeah. And then you gotta stay on it too. And with me signing up myself up for schooling and everything like that, I'll get there. I'll get to where I need to be. But I'm just, I don't need anything taking up too much of my time now, and a garden would.
Oh yeah,
I'd be
very
out.
time consuming.
Yeah, I'd be out there now pulling weeds and shit, and letting Tanner chase bunnies away from my lettuce.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we have a little garden. It's growing. We don't grow a lot of food, but we've got a lot of plants and things. And I'm starting to let the chickens free range,
Oh yeah.
which we never have, and I've been scared to. But then we started to let them out, and they don't go far. They stick together, and then around bedtime or when they've had enough of outside, they go back into their pen, and or around they were out earlier about 7:30. They start heading in, and about 8 o'clock they go to bed. It's just. It's easier than I thought, but it's fun hanging out in the garden, watching the chickens just walk around and peck on stuff. And
Yeah. Yeah. Evan, before the show started, me and Evan, we call each other, or I call him 20 minutes before or so, and we get everything set up. And I told him, I said, Evan, stop. I said, stop talking about this right now. We need to talk about it on the show. But we were talking about, you'll see somebody get kind of famous in reels and stuff like that on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. They might be comedians, whatever. But you'll see them, and then like Evan says, all of a sudden they just disappear.
mm-hmm.
Like they're pulling them back. Because we were talking about numbers. And last week on YouTube, me and Evan probably, it surprised us both. Now I do share the YouTube link on another platform. So I don't know if that was it, but we got quite a bit of traffic. And we were talking about that, and Evan's like, well, I think these guys kind of drop off, and and what were you saying?
Well, some people get big and they grow real quick. One of the guys I was thinking of was that WD-40 guy, the Gator guy. I don't know what his name is, but and there's the other guy. You telling me for 40 years?
Yeah.
And, he's always got something. He was blowing up my feed for a while, but even like 2 years ago, there was that drink mixer guy. I mean, all the time, the drink mixer guy, I'm testing this drink, I'm doing this, and it's like they get really huge, and I'm wondering if they get royalties, and then, or they start to get to a point where they might get royalties, and then TikTok or whatever platform says, no, we're going to throttle back, not push your platform anymore.
Right.
I'm just wondering, they just seem to absolutely disappear, and it was like, wait a minute, this guy was just huge a year ago, and they're getting sponsors. That one guy, he's always, for fuck's,
Yeah.
I can't remember what his catch line is, and he goes and he tests something that he hears
What?
hears a
No
rumor about.
way.
That guy, yeah. he got a deal with it wasn't WD-40, but it was one of those like penetrant brands or whatever. I can't. But I'm like, these guys are getting little deals, but then they just disappear. like,
Yeah.
well, why would the company throw money at this guy and then they just I'm just curious how this all works and if it's or they get so many views and they think they're going to get a check and then they don't and they're like, well, screw this,
Yeah, I'm not going to do it anymore,
Right.
And, well, and YouTube has tightened up so much on their content. I mean, like, I watch a lot of, like, true crime documentaries on YouTube. That's, like, one of my favorite things to watch. And, man, they can't even say, like, certain words. Like, you know, they'll say murder, and for monetary value, they got to bleep that. And it's like,
Yeah, you can't say that, or you have to say unalived. I don't even want to say it because
yeah,
it will throttle us back.
yeah.
Just that being picked up in it.
And it's just crazy. It's like, man, come on now. Look, just because you say a word doesn't mean somebody's going to go out and do it. And just because you don't say that word doesn't mean it's not ever going to happen.
Right, and everybody knows what you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean,
Who you fooling?
yeah. I mean,
I
that's probably why you know, we're probably being throttled back, Evan, because we give the news, we give the true news. I was
yeah.
telling, there's a guy that started following us on YouTube, and I was talking to him today, and he goes, "What do you guys talk about?" I was like, "Let me tell you something. We should have a Pulitzer because me and Evan broke the cheating scandal of the year with the chess guy with the vibrating anal beads." And I said,
Hmm.
we talked about that story, and like a couple months later, late night TV picked up on it. And I was like, then it was like, boom, it was everywhere. I said, but I never heard anything about it until I read that article.
Hmm.
From, I think that was from like a Russian tabloid or something, too. And it
Probably
wasn't.
fake news.
Yeah, and it wasn't. It turned up. What? What else? We had a tabloid do that. Uh, you know, in the 80s and 90s, tabloids were huge. But most of the time, it was like Bigfoot sightings and the Loch Ness monster. But there was one tabloid that broke a story, and it ended up being true, and everybody laughed at it. It was like, I'm gonna have to look that up, Evan, because I
You
don't.
talk about like the Inquirer and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Does that even exist, or is that just now another Facebook, TikTok page?
yeah, I don't know.
I
Well,
mean, that stuff was funny back then, but now there's just so much of the internet and everything is devoted to. Yeah, it's like TMZ, I guess.
yeah, I do not know why Rosie O'Donnell just popped up. She looks horrible. Sorry, but if you're a Rosie O'Donnell fan, I didn't mean to offend you, but. Ugh.
She's over in Ireland, finding out things aren't so great there too.
Yeah, I think Ellen wants to come back too. I heard, and since they denounced their citizenship, they have to like refile for it or something.
Hmm.
So
Oh well, they got pull.
yeah, they got money. That's what it's about. Ain't about anything else but money. What was I looking up? Oh, the Inquirer. It's still, I think it's still a thing, Evan.
Hmm.
Inquirer.
I don't go to the grocery store too often and
No, I don't.
stand in line and look at the magazines. They used to have, those things were right there where you checked out years ago. It's funny how things change.
Breaking news story. See what comes up. Because I know, I swear it was them.
But like I said, there's no shortage of wacky conspiracies these days.
No, they're everywhere. Hell, we've kicked a couple around.
I
Evan,
love a good conspiracy.
I I do got several lists, but let's kick this off with some weird and wacky news from around the world. What do you say?
All right.
There's some good ones. Man charged with throwing deep freezer at victim, causing him to fall into the lake.
It threw a freezer at somebody?
Yeah, deep freezer, Evan.
That's a big dude.
It doesn't say how big the deep freeze. It says 42-year-old Metro Atlanta man is facing multiple charges after officials say he knocked another man unconscious.
Hit him with the deep freeze.
Man, that dude's swinging deep freezes. I ain't messing with that dude, man.
I've never looked at a deep freeze and thought I could use that as a weapon.
Man, they do sell small ones, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's still heavy.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say how he hit him with it. But that dude's okay now. He, couple cuts and scratches, and he didn't drown in the lake, so.
Probably a big dent in that deep freeze.
Yeah. Italian belly dancer arrested in Egypt for using seductive techniques. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something right now.
That's her job.
There is nothing fucking sexier than them belly dancers.
Yeah, that's her job.
Yeah, I can't watch that very long. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Florida deer drowning in choppy ocean yells and dodges shark
Oh no.
throughout its unique rescue.
Oh man.
The
It's bad enough he's drowning in water as he's getting attacked by sharks too.
oh,
That's a rough one.
he's just a little baby too.
They got him?
Yeah, they got him out, Evan. So he survived. And this guy might have one of the greatest mustaches ever. We gotta show this. Hold on. Remember? I can't remember the name of that. Let me close. The dude on Dudley Do Right, like the bad guy. Oh, yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
Got me on that
it's
one.
kind of blonde, but if you look right there, it curls. He's got that curly mustache thing going. Uh-oh.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
It's hard to see, but all right.
Yeah, but they got the deer out. Does it looks like I see all four legs.
Nice.
Oh, let me get this. And then, Sweden bans buying only fans content.
They're blocking OnlyFans?
Yes.
Have they blocked like other porn sites and all that stuff?
I don't know.
Why start there?
Dude, I'm not mixed on this. And I don't care. People can do what they want, but I think it's a bad deal. And especially for young women getting on that are maybe 18, 20, low 20s, getting on there and doing things on them. Because, look, if you don't think people are taking screenshots or recording that shit, that will come back and haunt you sometime in your life.
Yeah, there's some make a lot of money on there, I'm sure, but it's got its consequences.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty much selling yourself. I mean, basically, it's prostitution without. And then just think of the weirdos that are sitting there fucking watching you. And motherfuckers stalk people now and everything. I'm gonna start me an OnlyFans. Just cut my toenails on there.
I wonder though, some of the girls that make money on there, like, will that eventually cut down or like kill porn? Where it's like, why women like don't get paid much for a porn scene, but some of these girls on OnlyFans, what they make is like, why bother? Go do it from the privacy of my own house and not have to touch a single person and make more money.
Right.
I don't know.
And it's starting to drop off too. And that was something else that was in that article that like several years ago, when you got to think, like, I think OnlyFans really blew up during COVID.
Because
you
stuck in their house.
Yeah. And, women know there's a lot of perverts, but I think you're just bringing you're bringing the wrong energy. You know?
It's not good. No.
And you're opening yourself up to, like I said, like weirdos and shit like that. I have never even been to OnlyFans. I've never tried to look at anybody's OnlyFans page. I just, that's not my thing, man.
No.
Same reason I never hooked up with lot lizards when I drove the garbage truck.
That's even more dangerous.
Yeah. This one comes from Bangladesh. This is a good mom right here. This mom faked a bomb threat on a flight to stop her married son from flying to Kathmandu with his girlfriend. His mom cock-blocked him, Evan. His own mom cock-blocked him. But probably...
he was married, but he was going with his girlfriend.
Yes.
And his mom stepped in. Okay, it called in a bomb threat to the airlines.
Yeah. So she's in a little trouble over that.
Yeah.
Don't do that, folks. Don't go on a trip with your girlfriend when your wife's at home.
Don't let your mom know about it.
Yeah, don't tell mom. What the fuck? What is wrong with you?
You think you could tell your mom everything?
No, you can't. No. Your mom's going to realize, oh, shit, I raised a douchebag. I don't want to do that monkey one. I thought that was... Iran official. We usually don't talk about this kind of shit, but this was... I kind of laughed when I read this headline. Iranian official, Israel used supernatural spirits, jinn, Jinn, during Iran war. Wow. Here's one. NBC News reporting Oklahoma farmer killed by water buffalo he bought at auction just a day prior. You talk about...
This is a bad purchase.
Man.
What did he have planned for that buffalo?
I don't know. That buffalo was like, no. I know something's going on. There was another news story, Evan, and I lost it. But they were trying to say this guy had $3 million worth of drugs in an Atlanta airport and was trying to go to Brazil. Here's the thing. It is not what you think. It's all weed. It's like 12 pounds of wax, 4 pounds of flour. There was 36 pounds of hash. It was up there, but it was nowhere near $3 million.
Yeah, that's a lot. But he had that on him?
In a suitcase. Yeah, in a fucking suitcase.
That's a gamble.
Weed. I guess you can't really drive to Brazil. Well, you can, but I don't know if you'd want to go through Mexico with that much amount of. And when
I
did
just
we,
wondered.
man? When did we start exporting weed?
I wondered what that all looks like under the scanner when you have all that wax and everything. Does it just look like a big black square? I don't know.
I
Hmm.
don't know.
I
Anyway,
wonder if it
Evan.
was dogs or if they just spotted it.
Yeah, I don't know. Uh, we end our news cycle every week with well, except last week he didn't have one, but this week he does. Dave Moreland's Bozo Criminal of the Day. You can go and check Dave out at bozocriminal.com.
Okay.
This one comes from Palm Coast, Florida, Evan,
Palm Coast, Florida.
where our bozo devised a not so well thought out plan for robbing the local Lowe's Home Improvement Center. Lowe's got a lot of nice shit in there, man.
Yeah.
Well, he made his way through the store, Evan, collecting about $1,500 worth of merchandise, which he hoped to get away with without paying. Lowe's employees noticed him acting strangely and called the cops. This led to our bozo heading out the front door and ditching his items. To his waiting getaway car, right, Evan?
Uh-huh.
No, he didn't have a getaway car. So what to do? Well, there was a UPS truck pulling out of the parking lot. Our bozo hopped on board
It's like a garbage man on the back.
and proceeded to sit down for the ride on the back bumper of the truck.
Rock on.
It goes without saying that a guy reclining on the back bumper of a UPS truck is going to attract a little bit of attention, Evan. So, well, people called the cops, and cops pulled over the UPS truck. It was confirmed he was the shoplifter. He was charged with a shoplifting grand theft charge.
I wonder what he was planning on doing. No getaway car.
I don't know. With $1,500 worth of shit, he was. How could you not like get in a car and follow him?
I don't know. Is he planning to just walk off with it? It didn't work that way.
Oh, anyway, there's your stupid
That's
news
a
of
Florida
the
man
day.
for you.
Man, Florida, come on, y'all gotta. Oh, that's a video. I sure wanted to do this. I'll read you the thing and see if maybe me and you can come up with 10. 10 easy ways to prevent old person smell.
What?
Maintain regular hygiene.
Yeah.
Bathing daily with lukewarm water and gentle soap. Use antibacterial soaps. No, don't. And wash your ass. Brush your
Yeah.
teeth. Just do the shit you've been doing.
Yeah. You don't need a top 10.
Don't put mothballs in your pocket. What do old people smell like? Now, if
I
they
don't know.
wear
I avoid them like crazy. I don't want to be around anybody really much older than me. No, I'm joking, except for my folks and all that. But no, I don't. I don't go out and actively engage with old people ever.
Yeah, I try not to myself. I don't
Because
know.
I know I'm headed there.
Yeah, I know. And that kind of, when you kind of see people like that, you're like, oh, shit. That's how many years away from that?
Mm-hmm. I
Evan,
just remember as a kid wondering, why do old people just like sit there and they just thinking about the past? And now I get it. I get it now.
Evan,
Anyway.
you know me. I've always had dogs. And I've always
Hmm.
talked to my dogs like they were human. I've had a few that understood stuff. Jake understood a lot.
Uh-huh.
There was certain stuff you had to spell around Jake or he would just go nuts. But these are 7 traits that people who talk to dogs exhibit. So here I go, Evan. We're going to find out if I am crazy. Number 1, empathy. I have empathy, Evan.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, high emotional intelligence, Evan. This is
I
me
could
all
see that.
day.
Mm-hmm.
Comfortable with solitude. Yep. To a point. Like,
Yeah.
I like being by myself, but I like to be active on, like, social media and shit.
Yeah, I could see that.
Number 4 on the list of people that talk to dogs, what kind of behavior? It says people who talk to dogs, like humans, exhibit these 7 traits. So, we're creative thinkers. A little bit. I got a little creative juices in me.
Mm-hmm.
Cultivators of mindfulness.
Okay.
Shit, yeah. I am awesome. Nurturing nature. Yeah. And what? That ain't
I think
none.
it kind of covers pet owners in general, but
Yeah.
dog owners, I could see that. And
They
I can't
ain't.
imagine not talking to dogs or whenever I've been around them, I just talk to them. It's just I know they don't pick up, but it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
I'll talk to them anyway.
Me and Tanner have had some long talks. It never goes well. He don't
But
listen. But
yeah,
he'll
he
sit
does.
there and look at me, like all right, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
yeah, he's listening. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Uh,
That's all, that's all you need.
hey, 10 phrases brilliant people use to professionally say, I can't stand you. So, you can use these in the workplace to let
Office safe, huh?
office safe, Evan. These are 10 phrases brilliant people use to professionally say, I can't stand your ass. No, we just did one like this.
Are they the same?
Yeah, it's the same. I appreciate your candor.
Yeah, stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Nah. Sorry, folks. But yeah, fuck, I was hoping there were some good ones I could use.
You got a lot to learn.
Man. 16 things, Evan. People believed in 1975 that just sound so wrong today.
I'm curious. 75,
I was,
50 years ago.
yeah, I was 2.
That's 5.
Sm-
4.
Smoking indoors, totally normal. Yeah, when I was a kid, man, every place had a smoking and non-smoking section, and I never understood it because if you were in the non-smoking part, you still smelled like
Yeah.
cigarettes.
Everybody back then was just cool with smelling like cigarettes all the time. They must have, because everybody smoked, and if you didn't, you just smelled like it. I
Yeah,
can't imagine that these days as easily offended by everything as people are, because people, man, it's funny. People go nuts about pot smokers. Oh my God, my sister working at a hotel is like Friday night group, and these people's always coming in, and they all smell like pot, and it's funny now.
man. Uh,
It's the new cigarette.
yeah, yeah, you're right. Sunbathing like it was a sport.
Yes, cook it in the sun.
Boy, And yeah, dudes. Oh man. And there's still, if you go to the beach, there's that one old guy that's got the silver chest hair, sometimes back hair too, to match. And this dude is like he looks like he's not even real. He looks like a piece of leather walking.
Yes, I know some women. I think they're starting to regret it. They don't do the sun like they used to, and it's it cooks you, and it's you, getting up there in age, you don't want that leathery look like you said.
No. 16 things people believed in 1975 that just sound wrong today. Next on the list, Evan, is seat belts were an option.
Most people thought they would just you. Oh, we didn't like to think about what happened in Iraq back then. Most
No.
people thought that they would that oh, I'm safer without it on kind of thing, is what a lot of people thought for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you're not.
Getting paddled at school was no big deal. Man,
Yeah.
kind of got. I'm for bringing that back. Beat the shit out of some of these little kids, man.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah. No big deal.
yeah, 9, 10-year-olds carrying guns and shit, shooting at each other. Man, women needed a man to get a credit card.
Holy balls! Could you imagine that today?
Dude,
Oh, women be flipping out.
oh, we're gonna need your husband to sign this.
Yeah. The only thing a woman needs a man for these days is some sperm. That's about it.
Yeah, and you can get that at a clinic somewhere or a homeless dude.
That's what you want.
Dad's got a pass on parenting. No,
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think in the 70s it was a little different. You had a lot of stay at home moms
Mm-hmm.
where the dad was the breadwinner. You didn't have, you know, now in the 80s it kind of changed, but in the 70s you pretty much we had one person working.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my mom might do a little part-time stuff, but she didn't start working full-time until like the 80s.
Yeah. Very typical. After the kids are grown a little.
Yeah. Now I think it is I think it is a little more. I won't say 50-50, but I think you have a lot more dads involved in certain places. I hate to say, but like if you're giving that thing away like Halloween candy, if you're passing it around to everybody and you don't know who the dad is and shit, well, that's kind of on you. And that's sad, but
Mm-hmm.
passing it out like Halloween candy. What the fuck's wrong with me? Milk was practically a superfood. See, I never bought into that milk thing, and I'm going to tell you why. Because we are the only species of animal to drink another animal's breast milk.
It's a little odd.
Yeah, I'm not
Um,
doing that. I got off the titty when I was like, I don't know, 2 months or something. I don't know how old do you quit when you, I don't know. There was that weirdo kid that was 13 that was still breastfeeding. We broke that
man.
story too. No Pulitzer.
Yeah, that's a little long to go. Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Milk, your body doesn't need a lot of dairy. It's a lot of it's not good for you. It causes
No,
inflammation, all
look,
kinds of stuff.
look, milk. Look how big cows are. That's how cows get that big from that
Yeah,
milk.
I think back in '75, milk was probably a lot better than it is today. I don't know. Everything they're feeding them, and they're all pumped up on all kinds of antibiotics and hormones and all kinds of shit. I don't know. Maybe it's not too much different.
These are 16 things people believed in 1975 that just sound wrong today. Bike helmets were for warriors. Yeah, we never wore bike helmets.
Unless you're maybe doing some stunts, like you're gonna jump a couple cars with your bike. You know the stuff we did in the '70s.
Yeah. Well, I think our dad or stepdad at the time made us wear like a motorcycle helmet when we built uh because there was like this 3 foot chain link fence. 3 foot. And we built a ramp and was jumping this thing.
Never got that brave.
Fat free meant you could eat as much as you wanted.
Mm.
Boy, you got to watch that diet shit, man.
It's worse for you. A lot of the stuff.
Yeah, a lot of it is. The chemicals they put in it, and especially back in the 70s, they used a lot of saccharin. And I still can't believe with all the medical shit that's come out about saccharin that's still not banned by the FDA. There's shit with saccharin in it.
Still, yes. Most stuff's got aspartame and
It just as
somehow
bad.
a little bit has like stevia and stuff. But aspartame's horrible. Yeah, that is really really bad. That's a neurotoxin. And I every once in a while I drink a diet just because I hate the sugar in regular sodas. But I know like I keep it few and far between because aspartame, a lot of it's not good for you.
Ooh, yeah. This one especially. 16 things people believed in 1975 that just sound wrong today. No one worried about offending other people. So true.
And people weren't so fragile, thin-skinned. I think
Yeah.
back then, I don't know.
Yeah. Now they are. Boy.
People are so easily offended, but it's easy to be, saying that coming from a white guy,
And that's bullshit too. Look, it doesn't matter what fucking color you are. I mean, it doesn't. Fuck, we're all in this. We're all sitting here paying bills. Got to make money. Got to do all this shit. Fuck. We're all in this boat together. Asbestos was just there. Yeah, we use that shit everywhere. In schools, they use that in tile, drywall.
Yeah, even those little mats, the Bunsen burners in your lab class, those for little asbestos pads that you put your flask on and everything. And like we were breathing those fumes from cooking that shit directly.
Boy, I'm not going to say too much on this one. This is the last one on this list. Driving after a few drinks wasn't a huge deal.
That was a sport.
It kind of was. Not saying it was a good sport, but to me, I don't know.
It was different. DUIs didn't exist.
No,
unless,
you had to
really did something stupid.
You had to hit somebody or cause an accident.
Yeah,
Or
kill somebody or do major damage.
What time we got, Evan?
17 minutes.
12 illegal things everyone has done at least once in their lives.
This should be good.
Downloading music. God.
Yeah, I think I did that. Back when, all those Groove Shark and Napsters kind of day.
Littering. Yeah, I'm afraid to say it. I don't know. I'll pick up shit. In fact, I was going to work this morning and somebody, I don't think they threw it out purposely. I think they probably had a garbage truck or, a pickup and a bag flew out the back. So, but I
hate that.
Yeah, it was cardboard, so I threw it, took it to work and threw it in the cardboard. Online streaming. How's that illegal? Oh, watched a movie on a sketchy site. Yes. I think I watched.
I don't know.
I think I watched I can't remember. Well, hell, when Napster and LimeWire and all that, you could watch the brand new movies out of theaters.
Hmm.
Boy, I kind of.
I never did that.
Oh, damn, Evan. Look at you.
Yeah.
Throwing away electronics. I know you've done
Yeah.
that.
I try not to. I give it to my recycling guy. He just it goes in with everything else.
Oh, man. Using your cell phone while driving. Of course.
Yeah.
Jaywalking.
Oh, jeez.
You used to do it all the time coming over to my house. Because legally, you were supposed to go to the corner and cross.
I guess. Come back, there was no sidewalk, so yeah. That'd be pretty inconvenient.
Driving over the speed limit, something Evan has never done in his life.
Oh shoot. I've had about half a dozen, 9 tickets in my day. I don't know.
Are you
I've had a
serious?
few. Oh, I've had a few speeding tickets, yeah.
Dude,
I've been pulled over quite a bit.
I don't think I have ever had a speeding ticket. I've had
Really?
I've had a no seat belt, but I do not think I've ever had a speeding ticket. Oh, I did have a too fast for conditions because I slid into a guardrail when it was raining, but they couldn't give me a speeding ticket. But they got me for too fast for conditions.
Yeah, that sucks.
Turning right on red.
Yeah.
Public intoxication. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, please. Using a fake name online.
Okay, I guess. Wouldn't
Oh,
call
I
that a
did
legal
not
thing,
know
but-
that was against the law. It's the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act of 2013.
Really? Everybody's got all kinds of, like on Facebook, there's names. That's not who they are.
No.
Get away with it.
Urban exploration.
Mm-hmm.
So like climbing the Brooklyn Bridge to take a photo.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, well, that's the example he gives. Huh.
Hmm.
I did a few of those.
Yeah. Trespassing kind of thing, yeah.
And I think, Evan, we're going to be done on our list. I think I'm going to bookmark this one for next week. Oh, I did. I think I had one bookmarked. Hold on. No. Oh. Excuse me. Evan?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. God dang it. Please, please, please. I lost it. Our question of the day, and I freaking, no, I'll find it real quick. This was the one. Did you ever put it? Oh, this is a good one, Evan, until I find the other one. Did you ever put something inside your high school locker that should not have been there?
Weed.
I know, yeah, I've had weed in mine too. And then I
Can't think anything else.
Yeah, I had one guy come up to me that was a good friend of mine. He called me by my nickname, and he goes, "Hey, man, put this in your locker." And he goes, "What's your combo?" And I gave it to him, and I threw it in my locker, and then at the end of the day, when I went back, it was gone. So I don't know what was in that.
Okay. Yeah, I can't think of anything else I would have that would be against the rules.
Oh,
Not like I'm carrying a gun to school.
I think I remember this without having to find it. If you could erase one thing from the world right now, erase one thing, what would it be?
Religion.
Religion. Ooh, that's a good one.
We wouldn't have half the wars we've ever had.
Um, and I had a great answer, and it just left. Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know if I should have said that, but
Well,
it's a damn interesting thought, isn't it?
yeah. I mean, mine would be if I could rid the world of one thing. And it kind of goes in hand with yours. Mine would be deception. I wish we saw everything that's going on. Even if it's too much for some people to handle and everything else. I think we're we're deceived every day by the news and you know just the people that kind of run the country and run the world.
Yeah, we'll never get to the real truth, and could you can handle the truth? Can you handle the truth? Could most people handle really know what was going on? I don't think so. We really live in a kind of a cocoon in a way and a
Yeah,
bubble. Hmm.
but
Interesting thought. Yeah, yeah. The whole I guess the textbook beauty queen thing is world hunger. But there's other things that could
yeah, I mean,
be
look,
eliminated and do wonders for this world.
dude, it just seems like there is a war that goes on for years somewhere, someplace, and
Hmm.
we don't know why. I mean, they give us reasons, but I don't know. The whole Desert Storm thing and why we were there, and then if you know who Dick Cheney was and what he was involved in. I hate to get political, but I mean, you after seeing that stuff, you just realize, oh shit, this
It's about
ain't
oil.
this ain't nothing like what they're telling us.
No, most it's about oil. They do, but they can't tell you why they're gonna what they're doing. So they give you a lot of bullshit and get the people to buy into it. And oh yeah, we need to bomb them. You have to get the people to buy in. So you give them But we know why most of the wars happen.
Yeah, I think that was it. I can't find that other one that I wanted to talk about. But Evan, do you want to wait till next week and do Chili After
No,
Dark, or you got something?
no, no. Go ahead. I like I said, I don't know how I'm gonna put it all together, but I hate when people say rock and roll is dead. Um, I've been bombarded over the last week with all the footage from the Ozzy concert. Did you watch any of it? Do you know what I'm
I
talking
did.
about?
I did watch it. The Ozzy's very last
Concert.
concert. Yeah.
It was for people who don't know. It was like a 10-hour thing. There was bands all day long, and it was a legacy of bands. And after Word and watching this, and I was amazed that they pulled it off because Ozzy's condition the last couple of months, I thought, this dude can't walk. He can't. He's pretty rough, but he pulled it off.
He did.
Um, he absolutely did. He did a great job. There are a lot of bands that did a great job. Tool rocked it.
Yeah.
Slayer rocked it.
I thought. Yeah.
I these guys, their age though, when I think about them, Tool seems, I guess they're all at that age. Rage Against the Machine. All these bands came out in the '90s or before that. Metallica for the '80s. So these guys were all '60s, '70s. And I just think, who's next? This is probably the last biggest rock concert that's ever going to happen at that level with all these people. This was a who's who of almost everybody in metal except Motley Crue wasn't there. I think Vince is sick, and I don't think Sharon gets along with Vince anyway. Um, Iron Maiden wasn't there, but other than that, these big bands that, but like I said, who's coming behind at their age?
Mm.
So I hate to say rock and roll is dead, but I can't identify really any bands for the last that are modern like these days that are taking over, or any bands really in the last 5 years. And
Yeah,
if you go to Spotify, I think their top 400 list, they only have like 5 bands that are less than, like, 5 or 10 years old.
yeah,
Most of the
yeah.
bands we think of, and so I just wonder what is the future. I know there's some rock bands, and I try when I'm out in the car, I try to listen to regular terrestrial radio, and everything I hear is just, it all sounds the same, and everything sounds like a drum machine. It
Yeah.
sounds completely processed. Um, so I just wonder what the future is when all these, in another 20 years, as the rest of these guys all knock off, and they're all, I mean, I don't know how some of these guys did it. I know like Jakey Lee from Ozzy, he's got arthritis really bad. Some of these guys, I think James Hetfield, the guy from Slayer, and a guy from Anthrax, they've all had the same neck surgery from banging their heads over the years.
Yeah.
And I want to say I've never been a huge Aerosmith fan, but Steven Tyler, 77 years old, he's always been a fantastic front man. I mean, you can't take that away from him. But I can't believe at 77 the way that guy moves.
Oh,
He's thin, but if you go and watch the footage of Walk This Way, he goes down on it like on his knees and back up, and I'm like, I never see a 77-year-old person move like that guy. So I was really impressed with some of the footage. But like I said, all week I've been just thinking, man, this is about the biggest, and what is next? What is the future? There's no real, there's bands out there. There's metal bands and there's fans, but it's not.
yeah.
It's not huge.
Well,
It's not huge like it was. It's fringe. It's been taken over by country and country rap and hip hop and all and gangster rap. So it's like, man, I hate to say goodbye, but it's never going to be the same, like a lot of things. So anyway, that was my thoughts this week. I don't know if that's what you were looking for, but it's just something been on my mind this week. It's kind of that concert was a passing of the guard in a way. I just Ozzy's last one.
I made a
What a
mess.
trip.
I apologize, folks. I spilt my water, and then when I went, oh my God, I just made a mess. So, excuse me. I did too, man.
We can end it because I don't have anywhere else to go with this.
No,
one,
no, and you were right. Yeah, that concert, it was just, it was sad. And when he did "Mom, I'm Coming Home," and see, I went and saw Ozzy 10 years ago for his final tour.
oh, he's had final tours for since the '80s.
Yeah. So this one, it's sad because you knew when you saw it. Yeah, this might be the last time we see Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, that was impressive for all those guys. The rest of, I mean, Sabbath, and these guys are playing songs that were written over 50 years ago. I mean, this is
Yeah,
it's almost like folk music in a way, like metal. But yeah, Sabbath was doing this stuff in 68, 69. The same with Aerosmith. I think they started in 68, and yeah, for Geezer Butler, bass player, yeah, Tommy Iommi,
Yeah.
Bill Ward, these guys to still get together and play with all their health issues. I was impressed the whole thing happened the way it did. I didn't think it would go that well. It looked like it went really well. If
Yeah.
you want to watch something entertaining, go watch the drum off with Travis Barker from Blink 182 and the guy from Chili Peppers, Chad Smith,
Yeah.
and Danny Carey of Tool, which he's recognized as pretty much one of the best living drummers out there.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
Travis Barker goes off like a clown, and Chad Smith of Chili Peppers, he just looks at it like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
It's pretty entertaining. that little bit there, but they did their little drum off, and but it was a neat concert. Like I said, I thought it was cool. I was glad to see. It just kind of left a tear in my eye. Like, man, I don't know when you're gonna get all these cats together again. It's
No.
probably never gonna happen. And this was a lot for this to happen.
And Ozzy was, I'm not going to say he was responsible, but he made those festivals kind of cool again. He kind of brought them back.
Yeah,
Because,
forgot about that Ozfest. And
yeah,
everything.
Ozfest. And he was bringing, well, the first Ozfest I went to, I saw a little band you might have heard of on the like fourth or fifth stage that just started out called Slipknot. So, I mean, he was bringing guys like that and giving them an opportunity. And, some of them ran with it. And there was quite a few, and that was a great concert. That was a great concert. And I've seen Ozzy, God, I think 4 or 5 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Never
Well,
did.
that was one of my very first concerts because it was Motley Crue. I was a huge Motley Crue fan. And they were this during Too Fast for Love, and I think Shout at the Devil just came out, and they started touring with Ozzy. And I got to see them at the Keel in, God, I think 87, either 87 or 89. I know I wasn't even 15 because I didn't think I was going to be able to go. I think it was 87, man. But then I saw him at the one concert I saw him was weird. It was Typo Negative,
Ugh.
Megadeth, and then
Okay.
Ozzy. Ozzy closed it, and it was like, and that one was in Bloomington at the Allstate Arena or whatever it was, and then Ozfest one year, and I seen him another time. So yeah, it's been like 4 or 5 times I've seen Ozzy.
Good shows.
Yeah, every one of them Ozzy does good,
That's cool.
and I mean loves his water. Ozzy's show, his stage is like fucking soaking wet. Well, I'm surprised them guys don't get fucking electrocuted.
And he loves taking the microphone off the stand and putting it back on the stand. If
Yes.
you ever watch him in concert, he's constantly
Yeah.
removing and replacing that microphone.
Yeah.
It's like, Ozzy, why? Why'd you remove it? You just put it back. Just leave it.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool shit. I never did get to see him. I always wanted to, but it just never happened. And oh well. But yeah, he's a legend.
Oh, for sure. For sure. But
absolutely.
yeah, thanks for all the killer tunes, Oz, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for biting the head off a bat and giving us something to talk about in the 80s.
That supposedly he thought that was like a prop that somebody threw up there. It wasn't like he had, the big intent. Oh, this is a stage thing that he does. No, somebody threw it up on stage and he thought it was, when you're in the whole rock and roll moment. Hey, look at this! I'll bite the head off this. Oh shit! I'm going to the emergency room.
Yeah, no shit. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Craziness. Oh,
All
the
right.
80s.
All right, Evan. I tell you what, we're over an hour. Let's go ahead and call this show 169 a wrap.
All right.
Tell these beautiful people goodbye.
Okay, beautiful people. Thank you for joining us, and come back next week for 170.
Yeah.
And tell your friends, and I don't know, have a good week. Stay cool. It's still hot.
Yeah. But we'll make it through it. Damn. And I tell you what, we appreciate you guys so much giving us your summertime. Man, because summertime, we usually slow down the last couple years. And this time, we're actually getting more views than we've ever had. So we appreciate you guys listening, checking us out, giving us an opportunity to entertain you. And I hope we can continue to do that on a weekly basis. We love you. Peace. Be good to one another. If you like it, Share it to your page. Tell your friends about us. YouTube, thank you. You guys blew us up last week, and we appreciate that. We love you. Peace. Be good to one another.